Hello, everyone. How are you feeling today? I genuinely would like to know, honestly. I wanted to pop by and do this video, one, before I lost the light, because I do love natural light, and two, before I lost the energy, honestly. I mean, one of the bad things about being, about getting older is that you seem to lose energy a bit sooner than you used to, that's for sure. However, one of the benefits of that is that you learn how to value the rest and recuperation, that's for sure. But no, I wanted to talk about a conversation that I was having today with my coworker. I thought it was super interesting because we were talking about the anxiety of the other foot dropping, or the other shoe dropping, sorry, excuse me. The other foot dropping. I mean, yeah, kind of the same thing. But we were talking about, the anxiety of the other shoe dropping, especially, going through a lot of, uncertainty in life, especially these days. I mean, I forget who said it, but there was a quote that, where somebody said to be called crazy in an insane world is actually a promotion. And that's one of the things that I kind of, I like the idea of being crazy. I mean, because that in and of itself is what's kind of prepared me for the world, is just the idea that, you know what? Yeah, I'm crazy. Said at 2:22 on the counter. But you know what? At least it's a good kind of crazy, right? I'm the one that will go out dancing in the rain, or, compliment somebody just out of the blue because they're wearing something that caught my eye, or, they've got these absolutely magnificent eyes, men or women. It's one of those that I do that because I'm like, you know what? I'm crazy, so why not share that? At least it's to other people's, to everyone's benefit, mine as well, because it makes me feel better too. So, but we were talking about, that anxiety of uncertainty and things of that sort. And I was telling them that, the thing about it is that I've had to start over so many times that I kind of look at it as, what am I afraid of, really? I've already survived through some of the worst things that a person could go through. So that tells me that I will survive anything that comes. I have the knowledge to do that. Kind of helps me, stay at peace, when I think about something like that. But the really interesting thing was that before they walked in to the store, I was actually sitting there thinking about something that my grandma had told me, and that was, there was a man who was complaining about not having any shoes until he met the man with no feet. And it was kind of interesting because I was like, I wonder why that popped into my head, And then they came walking in and were telling me about, talking with this person who was in a wheelchair because they had no legs. And I had to bring that up. I just thought that was really, really interesting. But I do want to pull a couple of cards today, just because I'm kind of interested about, the energy seems to be fluctuating a bit. It seems to be on the rise, like it's fluctuating in a good way, I mean, I know the people here in Colorado are pretty much tired of the rain. But, I mean, on the bright side, it has really made everything so green and just smell so good, and it has kept things rather cool, especially in a store where the air conditioning is broken. I'm like, oh man. So it has been keeping things cool and nice, and so I am kind of grateful for it, of course, and ground yourself in gratefulness, like Brene Brown says. And don't forget to dream big. I mean, I was just taking this workshop with that Aaron Doughty published on YouTube, and it, the part that I've gotten to so far has been talking about creating a new identity of yourself, of your higher self, because we seem to trap ourselves sometimes in just believing that we are either our job or our past or something of that sort, but being at peace with oneself is basically understanding that you're allowed to change your mind on anything, be it past, present. I mean, they say that you can't change your past, but what if you could? What if you're in your imagination, you could go back and change your past and things could be the way you ideally wanted them? What if your parents treated you better, and truly valued and cared for you and loved you and supported you and such? What if, you didn't lose the parent that was the most support to you and such? What if you could go back in your mind and replay the past to the way that you would want it to go, I mean, just kind of in a fantasy state, and write it down, write down this new past and just kind of read it over and such, I mean, that is actually a technique in healing the 5 wounds of the heart, which, wonderful book, like I said. So, the first card that I pulled was Envy reversed. I can't quite remember exactly what that is, but this card reversed heralds a great time of joy and appreciation. Your choice to shift your focus from future longing to present gratitude creates a significant difference in your energy field and moves out in a dramatic and radiant way to attract more to you. You know that you can keep your eye on future goals without losing sight of your present gifts. So continue to release any old feelings of envy or lack wherever those thoughts or emotions come up. You're well on your way to a completely gratifying life, and your genuine acknowledgement of the value within and around you will only keep drawing more value to you. Awesome. This is exactly what we were talking about. I said it before that, Aaron Doughty again pointed out that the universe does not usually respond to a lack mentality. Even the limiting belief of I'll never, or I won't, or and I see it all the time when people, especially when people buy lottery tickets and such, I get so many people that are just like, well, I'm not going to win the big one. And I'm just like, well, not with an attitude like that, and I'm guilty of it too. I've told myself many times, it's a part of imposter syndrome, actually, is one of those like, well, who am I to be on YouTube, to be making these videos, to be doing these readings and such, who am I to be, out here speaking my mind and, hoping that my survival actually benefits others and helps others survive as well. But that's just it. That's who I am. I am a survivor. I am a warrior. I am, I am somebody who can help. And that's the key thing to it. And just as we were talking about, once this realization comes, once this gratitude and this love for yourself and knowing that just your presence, your existence is what makes you worthy. Just you being you is what makes you worthy. So, and that's the type of attitude that will bring in the caring connections, the community, everything to that sort. And it's going to bring in a lot of it. I can feel it. Like I said, the energies have been getting so much better, and they've been feeling so much better and so much more enriched and fulfilling and stuff, as things like that. I mean, even the rain has been making everything so much more green and lush and beautiful. So, I mean, for a while now, the energies have been, a bit either stagnant or even negative sometimes. But that was just basically to prepare you for the abundance that's going to be coming in. So, now the other card that I pulled was the Angel of Love reversed. I love this oracle deck. It's phenomenal. It's always got very uplifting messages to it. So I absolutely love using it. And come to find out that it was one of the decks that Infinity used in Magnetize Yourself. It's the Energy Oracle cards. Love them. They're just so positive and great. So even the Angel of Love reversed says, in the reverse position, the Angel of Love could indicate a possible disconnect in matters of the heart. While this sometimes signifies a divorce or separation, it could also imply an emotional rift where two people stay connected on a superficial basis, yet at a deeper level seem to be going their own ways. In this position, the angel can also refer to an old separation if the longing remains alive in one partner's heart. If you find yourself unable to let go, this loving angel is telling you it's time to release any toxic or unrequited attachment you may be holding on to. The universe is waiting for you to free your heart and open your life to the fully present and honoring love that you so rightly deserve. So look in the mirror and see the angel of love there with you, knowing that you are worthy of this tender emotion from yourself and others. I had a conversation about this the other day as well. Sometimes the universe has to get rid of the relationships that are no longer serving you, that are actually in a way becoming toxic because they're keeping you stuck. The universe has to do this in order to make room for new opportunities. I'm not going to say better opportunities, but I don't know, I'm getting this feeling that it would be a better opportunity. It would be a better opportunity to find, support systems, even like the ones I was talking about in my last video, that are very inspiring and very, inspiring of growth. That's what you need. That's what you deserve. You deserve better. You deserve the people around you that will inspire you to be your most authentic and wonderful self. So please, should there be a detachment in your life, understand that sometimes this needs to happen in order for either more self-growth, a better understanding and loving of yourself, or to bring in another opportunity. On that note, I'm going to close it. Thank you for being here with me. Make sure you take some time to show yourself some self-love today, okay? You do deserve it.